Hello and welcome to the overview of the state and mods that I'll be using for my Stellaris series. Now, the mods that I will be using will be the No More Charging Battleships or Titans, Ascension Perk Slot Expanded, Star Wars Armies, Auto Survey Start Standalone, Instant Research Speed, All-in-One Traits, Star Wars Empire Ships Reborn, Universal Resource Patch, more trait points, Colonize Them All, Galaxy Rich Worlds, Upper Limits V2 Plus, Super Trait Points, more authorities, Influence Cap, plus, new government mod, English, let's see, it's down here, more Ascension Perk slots, Star Wars Droid Armies, Fear of this Battle Station mod, the Dark Arts of Necromancy. I don't know how to say that. Sci-Fi Tech Pack, though. More Civic Points. And Government Variety Pack. All of these mods are what I will be using in my series. So the instant research mod just makes it more so that I can, do stuff a lot more fun and in a more condensed form, I suppose. Better way to put it, but yeah. Next, we will be seeing the state, which I will be playing. Okay, now let's look at the state that I am planning to play for this series. And it will be the United States of America. They are a representative democracy, which is a government where a representative represents you. You vote for a person who represents you and votes on your behalf, sort of thing. Basically, I wanted them to be a representative democracy because, well, I mean, they do have that type of system in real life, and I like my states to be realistic in function to the country which I'm basing it off. So I have a lot of fun trying to do that. Successfully, anyway. They have individualist rationale. The government of this country makes rational decisions and respects the consequences of rational decisions. It may exhibit somewhat self-righteous and individualistic behavior and thought forms that are not predictable. So they're very individualistic, which, well, is definitely an American thing, so I put that there because, they're very individualistic and American. Neoliberal advocates for a re-evaluation of individual liberty and market principles against the social market economy, and advocates that government intervention in individuals and markets should be at a minimum. And that's based off, once again, it's based off America. The American government tends to not intervene in the market as often, even when it might be beneficial to. Enlightened liberalism. This society values personal property rights, individual enterprise, advancing knowledge and technical innovation, a culture for true captains of industry. So a very capitalist idea of liberalism. I think most people know what that is, I'll be honest. In case you don't, the executive, the legislature, and the judicial each have a great deal of probability of running amok. By decentralizing each of them, rather than concentrating them in one person or one agency, and having them monitored, the stability of the state and the stability of the people can be achieved. I'll never know what that. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Elder politics. This government is dominated by older people and by older people. Yep, I got that right. Just trying to make sure I get it right. And many decisions are made by skilled government officials. However, this tends to discourage newcomers from participating in government and reduces the predisposition to accept new ideas. Basically, they tend to view, like, they want the status quo to remain the status quo. I also made them fanatic egalitarian. Beware always of those who would be despots under the false presumption that their desires and agendas are somehow more imperative than those of their fellows. A society that does not see to the needs and rights of all its members is not a society, it is a crime. So they're very fanatic egalitarian, which I had to give them some form of, somehow make them, that's how you make them a representative democracy. They are xenophile. There exists in all of us a deep sealed fascination for the unknown, an adventurous spirit that rejects the familiar and glorious, and the unfamiliar, whether it may be, with whomever it may be. Interesting. But so yeah, that's the state I'll be playing for the series.